Hey everybody, Dr. Pancakeface here, and in this video I'm going to be going over my skill build that is centered around the weapons and the perk deck that have come out with the new Point Break heists and the Bodhi character, which, as you can see, we are Bodhi. Pretty cool character. I like him. I like the stuff he says. Yeah, so let's check this out. Obviously we're using the Platypus sniper. Cause it's fun to use against tasers. Yeah, it's a pretty fun sniper to use. It's a mid-damage sniper. So it's pretty decent. As far as the, there we go. As far as the gadget that I use here, I'm actually using the angled sight, just so that I can be able to use this thing close up. And I won't have to rely so much on my secondary all the time in close range battles. For the sight, I kept the sniper sight. Why would you take the sniper sight off? I don't understand how this little freaking holographic sight is going to give me more stability than that. Whatever. Anyways, I just kept the sniper sight. And I grabbed the angled sight. I could grab something else, get a little bit more stability or something, but I kind of like having this, so that I can use that in close range battles. So angled sight it is. Yeah, there it is, if you can see it. Anyways, yeah. So that's the sniper. For the secondary, I use pistols so much as a secondary in so many of my classes. I kind of wanted to switch it up a little bit. So we're going to go a little bit different way. I probably could go with pistols and, make this a pistol sniper class and just have, those. But, I kind of want to use shotgun. So, why don't we dick around with the shotgun a little bit? I've got the locomotive shotgun. And the way I've got it set up, as you can see, shit ton of accuracy. In fact, let's go on ahead and we'll put on this guy here. The King's Crown. So, look at this now. Accuracy is 76 and stability is 72. Let's compare that to the sniper real quick. What does that got? Holy crap, it's got a lot more stability. I did not realize that. Hell, the accuracy is almost the same. That is a lot more stability. But yeah. So this is gonna, as you can tell, is gonna be a medium to long range class. You're going to be able to handle yourself in close range if somebody gets up because you're going to have a shotgun. But it's mainly going to be medium to long range class. Now, to go over what we have on the locomotive, I have the flechette rounds because they are fucking awesome. We got the King's Crown for the bonus accuracy. For the gadget, I have the LED combo because it gives you the biggest improvement to your stuff. All the military laser does is +4, and the others, yeah, they don't do anything. So, +8 is stability. Really good to have. Plus, it also gives you a flashlight and a laser. So, if you need flashlight, hey, you got a flashlight. If you need laser, hey, you got a laser. What do you know? You got either one. The grip, I got the rubber grip. Pro grip will work. Either one's fine. Doesn't really matter. Extended mag for an extended magazine. The sight is basically personal preference. They're all pretty much the same as far as the stability is concerned. The military red dot and the optical scope, I think, give you a little bit more zoom, but personally, I like the spectator sight, so that's what I went with. The stock, I grabbed the police shorter just because it gives you, in my opinion, the most beneficial stats. Because it doesn't give you any negatives, and it gives you the biggest positive. So, we're going with that one. +8 to stability. Upper receiver, obviously. Shell rack. Bigger magazine. And that's what I got on the locomotive. So, let's go over the skills. Now, you're not really going to be wearing... You can wear big armor if you want to. I would recommend not. Because it essentially, to take the biggest advantage of the perk deck here, as you can see. Oh no, where we go? Yeah. Here we go. Okay, to take the biggest advantage of the ex-president's perk deck, which is the stored health, you're going to want lower armor. So, as you can see here, in the two-piece suit, it stores 210 health. Whereas in the combined tactical vest, you only get 142.5 health. So, with this build, I kind of stay in the back a lot. I'm not really an upfront fighter, so I can handle myself when people get on me, but, you know, I kind of stay in the back, because I've got a sniper rifle, I got a fairly long-range shotgun, longer than normal, at least, so I kind of stay back a little bit, you know. So, honestly, I go with the lightweight ballistic vest. With the skills that I've got, it gives me pretty decent armor, decent health. It gives me pretty good speed. It gives me 39.4 speed, which is just under, you know, just one under the two-piece suit. So I've got pretty decent mobility. I have a little bit of dodge to help me survive a little bit. Yeah, I like the lightweight ballistic vest. If you want to go a little bit higher, maybe grab the ballistic vest or the heavy ballistic vest, get the 105 armor. Be my guest. But with the heavy ballistic vest, as you can see, you only get 180 health. Whereas with the lightweight, you get 202. A little bit more health stored. Not the most, but, you know, you want to take as good advantage of the perk deck as possible while still having a decent amount of armor. So, honestly, ballistic vest would probably be a good medium. But me personally, I like the lightweights. So, that's just what I'm going to go with. Now, I've been talking a lot about the perk deck. Let's cover the perk deck. What exactly does the perk deck do? The ex-president's perk deck, which came out with the Point Break heists. Yeah. It's kind of redundant. Anyways. So, first, we have Point Break. And this says, while your armor is up, you will store 4 health for every 1 enemy that you or your crew kills. And then whenever your armor has been completely depleted and then starts to regenerate, you will gain health equal to the stored health amount. Now, as I said before, the higher your armor is, the lower the health that you get. And as it even says right there, maximum amount of stored health depends on your equipped armor. So the higher your armor, the lower the health. The lower your armor, the higher the health. So, you know, you kind of want a happy medium. Now here, Emerging Force. It increases the amount of health that's stored, and it gives you an additional 10% health, and it gives you a chance to dodge when you have the ballistic vests equipped. So as you can see already, this perk deck is tailored more towards the ballistic vest. So whether it's the light, the normal, or the heavy, the ballistic vests are going to be where you want to kind of, you know, congregate when it comes to the armor. I mean, we got the normal stuff, the headshot damage, the blending in, movement, all that fun stuff. Here, Life of Ice. It increases the maximum health that can be stored by 50%. You get more health, and it increases your chance to dodge. Pretty nice. Over here we have Awakening Earth. It increases the amount of health that's stored by increases the amount of health that's stored from kills by 4. So, you start off with 4. This one gives you an additional 4. This one gives you another 4. So now you're getting 12 health per kill. What this one does is it just increases the amount of health that can be stored. And then as you can see here, you get an additional 20% health. So that's 20, that's 10, that's 30. There's another 10, that's 40. So there's 40% health additional right there. And then as you can see, your chance to dodge is increased by 10% when you have on ballistic vests. And then finally we get to the very end. Killing an enemy speeds up your armor recovery time depending on how much armor you have. So the more armor, the less recovery speed gained. The lower the armor, the higher the recovery speed gained. Armor recovery speed is reset when your armor recovers. So, kind of fun. Basically what that means is that, you know, as you're killing people, it'll increase your recovery speed. So if you're low on your armor, if your armor's gone or something, you know, bam, 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 kill a couple enemies, and whoosh, all of a sudden your armor comes back. Well, that's because this thing just boosted your recovery rate, and then all of a sudden your armor recovers. Boom, awesome. And when it recovers like that, you also get the health that's stored. Well, if your armor's gone down all the way, then you get the health that's stored. If it's gone down part of the way, I don't think you actually get it. But either way, this is really nice to have when your armor's down. You get a couple of kills, boom, 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 your armor comes right back. And then it just resets back to normal once your armor recovers. So, this, this perk deck, as I can see, is, tailored around the ballistic vests, obviously. You don't really want to bother with a two-piece suit. I don't think, at least. If you really want to, then fuck it, go for it. Make a dodge build, two-piece suit, whatever. It's not really tailored towards the heavier armor, because you're going to get, as you can tell, slower armor recovery speed bonus. You're going to get less health recovery bonus. You also don't get the additional dodge from this, or the additional dodge from this. That's 20% dodge that you're missing out on, because you're in the heavier armor. So I really think you're going to want to stay in the ballistic vests. And as I said, I like the light one, so that's what I'm going in. Now, finally, back to the skills. So this skill build I have dubbed Regen, because you're basically regenerating health and you're regenerating armor. So I'm kind of tailoring it around trying to get your armor recovery rate up. To try and, once your armor goes down, get your armor back up as soon as possible. Get that health regen. Now, where to start? Let's start in Technician. So as you can see, obviously I went up here and aced out Bulletproof. But some of the other ones down here on the bottom, let's start with these. So I aced out Rifleman because I'm using a sniper. So that's gonna be nice. I think the ace on it was actually so that I could get up into some higher tiers, if I recall correctly. I don't know. Anyways, I also aced out Sharpshooter because I'm using a sniper rifle. So clearly I'm gonna want the increased accuracy and the increased stability. Plus, the increased accuracy with the single shots also benefits my shotgun. So that's nice. Now, here we have Demolition Man. I went ahead and aced that out, because as you can see up here, I'm using the shape charges. I'm using the C4, because I fucking love the C4. If I'm going up the Technician tree, you better believe I'm getting that C4. I mean, unless I'm doing a build that's, tailored only around the sentries, then any other build, my Berserker build, my grinder build, this build, I'm getting the C4. I fucking love the C4. It's fucking awesome. Over here, I just did basic Nerves of Steel because I just need to spend some points. Now the drill skills I obviously wanted to get because I'm going to the Technician, so the drill skills are nice to have. The tactical mines, that's kind of nice to have. It gives you a little bit more explosion with the trip mines, but I don't really use mine as trip mines that often, so not entirely important. More radius, nice to have when you need it, but like I said, I don't use them as trip mines that often, so not as important. C4, on the other hand, very important, so clearly I go ahead and ace that out. Now, since we're using sort of middle-of-the-road armor, clearly we want to ace out Bulletproof. It's going to make your armor absorb 50% more damage, and it's also going to increase your recovery rate by 25%, which you're going to want. You're going to want that armor to be able to come right back up really quick. Because as you can tell, Regen, you're going to be Regen health and regening armor. Now, over here in Enforcer, let's check out a couple of these. Now, I picked up Transporter for 2 reasons. First reason is because I love Transporter. It's nice to have. It's always a staple whenever I build a build. If I can pick it up, then I'll pick it up. If I got the points, I spend them. And also, I need to get up here. So, might as well grab it. Die Hard, the primary weapon, not entirely important. It will be nice to use a sniper rifle when I'm in bleed out, but honestly, if there's going to be people around me, shotgun. Why not? You're going to be getting one-shot headshots anyway, so who gives a shit? But the armor recovery rate, that's what I want. I want to increase my recovery rate as much as possible on my armor. And then I'm using a shotgun, so the stability and the damage. Let's go ahead and get it. Let's ace out shotgun impact. And I think I had some extra points at the end, so went ahead and put 1 point into stun resistance. Now, Mastermind. This gets a little bit interesting over here. Some of these skills I grabbed because I wanted them. Some of them I kind of grabbed because I needed to spend points. And I'll tell you which ones are which. Now, Endurance, I went ahead and aced that. Leadership, I wanted the stability, sort of. So I went ahead and grabbed that. Not as necessary, but, you know, not that bad. So, whatever. Let's go ahead and grab it. Dominator. That one is good to have. Always good to have, because if you're doing a loud mission, and one of you guys goes into custody, and you need to get him back, and you don't have any hostages, well, this is the only way you're going to get him back. So, this one is really crucial to have. If you're going up the Mastermind tree, I almost always go ahead and ace out Dominator. I ace out Spotter for 2 reasons. One, I do the basic so that I can get the extra damage. 50% damage on the sniper can be the difference between a 1-hit kill and a 2-hit kill. So I go on ahead and grab that. And then I pick the ace because the spotter that you get in loud missions, whether it spots the guys, or whether you get the sniper, then it's pretty nice. I really like having that, so I go on ahead and grab that. Now, the combat doctor. If I need to bring the med kits as opposed to the C4, because there are some places where the C4 is pretty much useless, like Cook-Off, for example. The first day of Rats. Well, those are the same maps, but that map is basically useless for the C4. So Dr. Bag is going to be a little bit more useful on that one. So I went ahead and put points into that because I need to get up here. So I needed to spend points. So I went ahead and spent them. And over here, I went ahead and grabbed this. It's kind of nice to have. I personally don't like converting enemies. But it's nice to be able to do. So I need to spend the points. I need something to put them in. So there we go. Joker. Boom. Done. Now here we get the fun one. Kilmer. Now this one I ace. This one is really nice. Because it increases the reload speed with your snipers. Very helpful to have. It also increases your accuracy while moving with the snipers. That is really important because I use strafing a lot to line up headshots. So it's good to have the accuracy while moving, at least for me. And the run and reload. You're going to be using a shotgun, which is going to have a long reload speed, or long reload time, and a sniper, which is also going to have a long reload time. The running and reloading, that one's really helpful. That one's really good to have. Down here, the Control Freak, not really necessary. I just need to spend some points, so spend them. Same here. Combat Medic, basic, didn't really need it, but I need to spend some points, so I spent them. Moving on, in Ghost, aced out Sprinter for the speed, the mobility, a little bit of dodge. I had 1 extra point, so fast hands it is. If I'm not mistaken, I think I actually ended with 2 extra points. That's why I had fast hands and stun resistance. So there you have it. That's why I got that. Now over here, obviously we're acing off thick skin because we're going to be in ballistic vests. So we want the increased armor. The increased dodge is nice when you're crouching. And so is the movement. It's really nice to be mobile, to be able to get out of a bad area or, run past some cops or something. The mobility is really nice. So I went ahead and got basic run and gun. So that's the skills. We've gone over the perk deck. We've gone over the weapons. Obviously, for the equipment, trip mine. For the melee, ice pick. Why not? That's what Bodhi came with, so ice pick it is. Does the most damage. Pick it, pick it, pick. Pick the shit out of people. For the throwable, doesn't really matter. Just pick whatever if you have them. Grenades are nice. Molotovs are nice. Javelins are nice. Either ones. Whichever you feel like. And I think that about does it. Yeah. I think that should do it for this video. So basically to recap, what this build is about is it's kind of a medium to long range build. It's not really an in-your-face build. But it's about armor regen and health regen. That's what this thing's about. So that's what you want to kind of keep in mind when you're using this build. You want to be able to get out of danger, maybe kill a couple people real quick, boom, get your armor back, get your health back in the same process. And it should, keep you pretty durable. You shouldn't really need health that much. But yeah, that's the regen build for the ex-president's deck. If you found this video to be helpful, go on ahead and hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later.